Welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is a game called Card Sharks. It's for the Commodore 64. So Card Sharks for the Commodore 64. This is a little intro by Eaglesoft that really was a popular group back then that would actually crack all the games. Card Sharks was made by Accolade, and so we'll continue here past this little intro. So Card Sharks by Accolade seems, from what I see, seems to be a Commodore 64 only game. I've not seen any versions for any other platforms. Card Sharks is a card game, well, 3 card games that are available. You've got poker, you've got hearts, and you've got blackjack. And actually, if you enjoy card games, I would probably say that this is one of the best card games for the Commodore 64. What's cool about this game is also the fact that not only is this game quite fun, because if you enjoy card games it's entertaining, you play against a computer, but what's cool also is that you have these different characters that you actually can pick out to play with. And of course, with an 80s theme, because it's a game from 1987, well, these personalities are for example, Gorbachev from Russia, from the USSR back then. You got Ronald Reagan that you can play with. You've got this another character called the Lady, which is a kind of a rich lady, you know. You've got well, actually load here. I'll play a game of Hearts. You've got Luigi, which is kind of an Italian type guy. You got Milton, an average geek. You've got Maggie, which is pretty much Margaret Thatcher from the UK. So you've got at the bottom 3 prime ministers, if you want: Gorbachev, Margaret Thatcher, and of course Ronald Reagan. And at the top you got 3 regular characters: Luigi, Lady, which is kind of a high-class type lady, and Milton, little geek here. So you just choose the character you want, for example, to play. I'll take Milton, Ronnie, and Gorbachev. Here we go. And so starts, and you choose how many points. It's a well-made game. I really enjoy the gameplay. It's one of the rare games where you actually have the impression you're playing with some real people, and that's the kind of fun part to it, because with the characters being in front of you and actually making comments while the game is going on is pretty much fun, I must say. And so you basically just play a regular game of hearts in this case. Of course, you can play poker with the same characters. You know, all the games are with the same characters, so you can you know, play the different games that you want. So you can play poker, you can play blackjack, and you can play hearts. So the feel is cool. I mean, I like the feel of this game, because actually what's nice about the feel of this game is the fact that, like I said, you really have the impression of playing with other people, and that is cool. It's very hard for a computer game to actually have the feel of a real card game being played with friends or with other people. And here I'll deliver my... So you see these little comments while we're playing, and it's nice. I find this was probably one of the games that I enjoyed, and not just myself. I mean, all of my family, when they wanted to play a little card game with a computer, they just played, you know. Everybody was always telling me, well, you know, oh, can you bring out Card Sharks? I'd like to play a few games. Another interesting move also is the fact that the gameplay against the computer is not bad, because one of the biggest problems with computer games, especially in card games, is the fact that the computer lacks the human logic in the gameplay, and it's not always fun to play against a computer when you're playing cards. I must say that this one is really good. I don't know how they did it, but for the Commodore 64, the gameplay is fun. You don't have the impression of playing against a computer, really, because all the moves the computer makes are good, or most of the time, you know. Yes, this could be some awkward moments, but no, it's pretty cool. So I give Card Sharks for the Commodore 64 a score of 9 out of 10. I think it's really worth it. It's a really cool card game for the Commodore 64. And you know what? When I saw Card Sharks, which I played a lot when I was younger, and actually this is where I learned Hearts. I didn't know how to play Hearts before Card Sharks. And so, you know, and this game, before I made a video, I actually played a few games of blackjack and a few games of Hearts, and it reminded me so much of when I was younger. So you can see here these little comments, and you know, some really nice little comments. Also, what's cool, the fact that they animated the face of all the characters, so when you actually do something that some characters don't like, you see in their faces, you know, they grin, or they show you they're not happy, and so it's pretty cool. So this was Card Sharks for the Commodore 64. If you enjoy these old games, old consoles, emulation stuff, click the subscribe button at the top of the screen. You'll be informed of all the videos we put online. We try to put about 10 to 15, 20 videos a week, as much as we can. And if you have a request of a game you'd like to see, let us know. If you have any comments or questions on what you've seen, maybe you played the game and have your own comments on it, so let us know. Have you played this game, and what do you think about it? And so you can also give your own scores. You know, it doesn't mean that because I enjoyed this game that everybody does. So if you have your own little score that you'd like to give, just give it out. It's really nice. And so take a look at all the other videos we have on the Old Computer Museum channel. Lots and lots of real computers, like the Amiga 500, Atari ST, emulation stuff like this on the Commodore 64, on CC64 emulator, and Atari 2600, 7800, also some Super Nintendo, and so much more coming up. So I think it's a great place to come back regularly to the Old Computer Museum channel. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.